King's Quest I VGA. You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honorable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry. King Edward the Benevolent, aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown.
Greetings, Sir Graham. The king is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Raise the portcullis.
I am at your service, my king.
I am an old man, Sir Graham, perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown. My bones ache, my hands tremble, I'm afraid my time on earth grows short. But enough about me. Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the lost years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory, and only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm. It's really quite cool. The third is the last, an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold, which is how come I get so many bitches. I know what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many, but you are a badass, Graham, and brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer. If you succeed, you will inherit my crown and rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. Go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands.
Take heart, my king. I shall whoop that ass. Alright, we're back for our very first part of King's Quest I VGA, where Sir Graham is not yet a king. This is the very first game walkthrough video I did on YouTube, and for that matter, pretty much ever. I wasn't quite sure how to do the voice, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do voices over the video. I just kind of wanted to make it like a story that you watched and read by yourself, and then I realized that's pretty boring, so I am actually going back and re-recording over the videos. So I'm watching myself play at this point and kind of doing a interjective type speech lecture deal, just talking about the things that I'm doing. Right here I'm fumbling around with the cursor because I haven't played this game in so damn long that I forgot if there was icons or if I had to type. The small shove, you manage to push the rock and you find a gaping hole in the ground. And here we get the dagger, being very careful not to cut ourselves. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to hit all the text here because, well, I wasn't reading and then pressing the button at the first. So what we're going to end up doing is using some shortcuts with the speech, and I'll do my best to at least explain what's going on. We're, of course, climbing the tree here to get the magic egg, or the golden egg. You have to be careful here or you're going to fall out of the tree. Like that. Make sure you get the egg first. And you'll notice I have Graham on super speed. Here we fumbling around with the AGI or whatever the damn system is, where the game is able to recognize certain words and phrases. You cannot use the crank, but you can turn the crank. Perfect example. The rope disappears into the darkness. Kerplunk. At this point, you want to make sure that you don't dilly-dally too long in the water. Graham can only hold his breath for about 30 seconds. Durr! Of course that's going to happen on full speed. So now we're going to fill the bucket with water. And there's multiple ways to solve this puzzle here. Getting rid of the dragon, I personally like the one that I choose. You can also kill him by throwing the dagger. And I believe there's one other way. You get more points for using the water bucket over the dagger. Graham is rewarded with his mercifulness. And we're about to obtain the first artifact that the king sent us to get, the magic mirror. The magic mirror, which will play a great role in the following King's Quest series. We'll navigate through this dark-ass cave. Purple and dark. Come on, Sir Graham, you can do it. Walk into the light, Caroline. And that's me being funny. Or trying to be funny. And if you hear a squealing in the background, that's because I got my two dogs and they're wrestling and deciding to beat the hell out of each other. So sorry for that if you can hear that. That's a little pug puppy and he thinks he's a gigantic Rottweiler. There we got the 4-leaf clover. Nothing better than a little luck. That's the fairy godmother. What little aid I can offer you is about to be cast upon you. There you go. I shall be watching over you, Sir Graham. This was more of a speed run for me, but not even. Like, I wanted the viewer to be able to read the text, but apparently I didn't do a very good job at this. Look in the hole. You peer into the darkness inside the log, but there's not shit in there. Let's try this trunk. You're not close enough to see in the log. Inside the rotting stump, you see a pouch. As you lift the pouch from the trunk, you notice it has something in it. Cautiously, you open the pouch and see many sparkling, flashing diamonds. Quickly, you close it again, so not to lose any. It's probably a good idea. And once again, you saw the trouble I had there finding the right verbiage, the right paraphrasing to look in the damn stump. And we'll avoid the bridge for now, for obvious reasons, for those of you who have played King's Quest. And those of you who haven't, maybe you know why we avoid bridges in fairy tale games. Gotta get the carrot. Alrighty, what's this? It's a bowl. I didn't do too much looking around here. Again, it's more of a go here, do this. Here's the inventory. I at least do that. Inscribed on the inside of the ceramic bowl is the word fill. To your astonishment, when you say fill, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with hot ass stew. Not stool, stew. And here, Graham gets the nut. A meaty looking walnut, that is. And inside the nut, you discover pure gold. Wow, this guy's lucky. And here we are. Just got done picking up a nut. Found some gold in that shit. Graham must continue his quest. He still needs to find the magic chest, the kind that you open and find gold in, not the kind that most men would prefer to find. Ah, what's this? Also have to get the magic shield. Never know when you might need a handful of pebbles. Look at this rickety ass house. Better go see who's inside. Maybe we can help him out a little bit. The woodcutter speaks to you.
We would welcome you to our home, Sir Knight, but we have no food. We are poor and suck.
Well, here's some food. It's a magic bowl that never runs out.
Thank you, sir.
And the magic spell wore off. Big deal.
Please take my fiddle as a reward for your kindness.
Booyah, we got the fiddle. And one of my favorite parts of the first game, the candy house. You eat the house for a couple points and it also tells you if its inhabitants are home. And we'll just knock on the door. No answer. Okay, so time to go in. And you have about a minute to get things done in here. Or actually, I choose not to do anything. Off in the distance, you hear a squeaky voice.
I can smell someone in my house. They stink like shit. I'm going to get my pot ready. After I get the cauldron nice and hot, I'm going to eat your ass.
Sneak up behind the witch and push her green ass in there. The mighty shove, you courageously push the wicked bitch into the pot. Wicked witch, my bad. And we'll open the cabinet. And, of course, all witches have a piece of cheese in their cabinet, so we'll take that. And we'll get this note here. There's a message. Sometimes things are meant to be read backwards or said backwards or whatever it said. I think this is the only LP video I did where I didn't give the reader a chance to read. I'm kind of upset about that. But that's okay. It's only King's Quest 1. Surely not even close to the best of the King's Quest. That would be 4, 5, and 6. And here we are going to attract the little goat with the carrot and get him to follow us.
Come on, little goat. Come on, little buddy. You little cute little bastard, you.
Now it's time to cross the bridge. And that, of course, is the one bridge you can cross without there being any kind of trouble. But when you try to cross this bridge, as you start to cross the bridge, a huge hulking troll gets his ass kicked by your goat. The goat lowers his head, runs straight for the troll, and knocks him the fuck off the bridge. I remember having trouble when I first came to this puzzle.
Welcome, Sir Graham. I've been expecting you. Snurf, snurf.
Now there is a unexpectedly long pause there because I'm trying to spell Rumpelstiltskin backwards, of course. I believe there was another word you could put in that made no fucking sense whatsoever. But the correct way to do it is to, of course, apply the note that we got from the witch hut and spell Rumpelstiltskin backwards. Rumpelstiltskin, of course, being the gnome or dwarf in the legend that spun gold out of straw.
Somebody as smart as yourself deserves a little treat.
And I believe he gave us some magic beaners. Watch that bridge. You fall off, you're dead. Graham cannot swim worth his shit. And this looks like a perfect place to plant the beans. You plant the magical beans in the fertile soil. And like a sprouting erection, a beanstalk begins to grow from the earth's soil, getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it is a massive thing of stupendous power. And of course it is time to climb the beanstalk, which means if I'm smart, I'll save and slow the speed down. And of course, Sir Graham begins his ascension. Let's see. Probably a good place to save. Of course, using the quick save is recommended. First screen, no problems. Save. Careful, careful. Look at that. Traversed the whole fucking beanstalk with not one failure. That is sheer talent, folks. And very soon we will be collecting the second piece of the treasure. The magic treasure chest, that is. Now again, there's multiple ways to solve this upcoming puzzle. But I have a personal thing against big ugly giants that try to eat me. So unlike the dragon, who I was merciful to, I'm pretty sure I'm going to decide to kill this bastard. Supposedly you can wait around and dodge him until he gets tired of following you and falls asleep. Mother effer, that was close. And we're going to search this tree here, which I already knew had the slingshot in it, obviously. And using the pebbles we found from the riverbed earlier. Boing! David and Goliath, right to your dome piece, baby. And the magic treasure chest is now ours. And that's a pretty good time to end the video, if I do say so myself. I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright folks, we're back, and King Graham has just slayed the mighty, fat, ugly, white-bearded, shitty giant. And he's entering the Cave of Doom, where he will scale down the bridge of rickety ballsack and try not to fall off. Let's see if he can do it. It's a lot of down and right action there. Now a bunch of up and left action. It's one of those points in the game where you might find yourself saving frequently. No shame in that. The only shame I see is the fact that this entire cave is purple, which makes it quite queer. Alright, I make it look easy, don't I? There's a little quick save there. Go Graham, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. And we're almost done scaling the rickety ballsack bridge. And out of the purple cave of gayness. This is the last screen. Notice how I pick up the speed there a little bit. Make sure you slow him back down though. If you do not, your ass will kerplunk over the edge of the bridge, and that is never fun for anyone. Booyah! Alright. Graham is free. The air is beautiful. It smells great out here. And now we have the magic mirror and the magic chest. 2 of the 3 lost treasures that we need to return to the king. King Edward. It's a cute little elf. The elf is impressed.
I've had my eye on you, Sir Graham.
And I hate how I just speedrun through this. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm actually doing a layover commentary voice on the video that I made before. I'm going to be going back and redoing all my previous videos that didn't have voice, which makes them completely lame-ass and boring, and adding voice to them to at least make them mildly entertaining as you watch them. I mean, shit, I went back and tried to watch them and I fell asleep. Here we must jump at the correct time to grab the gigantic hawk's feet. We must be in the right position. And then the magic will happen. There she is!
Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far away. Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far away.
From Forrest Gump, in case you retards didn't know that. Thanks a lot, asshole. Thanks for the gentle landing. Feather fucktard. Mushrooms. Now, if there was a bunch of these, we could get psychedelic with it, but there's only one, so. And I tell you what, Graham sure does like falling flat on his fucking face, does he not? Uh-oh. It's the gargantuan ravenous rat. He probably wants some cheese.
Come a little closer so I can reach it. Closer! Closer! Now that you mention it, I am kind of hungry.
The rat drools at the sight of the cheese and snatches it from Graham, then magically disappears into a poof of fart dust. Oh no, what are you gonna do now? There's a bunch of tiny leprechauns coming to stick you in your ass with a spear. I'm gonna use the fiddle. Or I'm gonna try maybe playing the fiddle. Which would make a little bit more sense verbiage-wise. Wonderful job. Leprechauns find fiddle music awesome, and they dance like little gay bobs to it. Finally, swept away by the snappy music, the leprechauns disappear into a dust of fart cloud. And Graham continues to fiddle away like the retard that he is. Come on, you little red-shirted bastard. Hurry the fuck up with your tune. Thank you. Overhearing the fiddle music you played in the hallway, the leprechauns all danced together with gayness and joyousness. And then they all poof away into little fart dust fairy clouds. Boy, it must stink in this cave when they're all gone. And of course, we see the magic shield against the throne. The last of the treasures. You take the magic shield. Congratulations. Let's also take that scepter, because it's got jewels in it, and jewels are good for a future king. We must build up thy treasury. Oh no, the cave hole's too small. What are we ever going to do? There we go. Eat the mushroom and turn small. Taken from the Alice in Wonderland mythology. Now that you have all three treasures, don't waste any time. Bring them straight back to... Alright. We are back for the grand finale of King's Quest I, BGA. Graham has recovered all 3 of the fantastically cool treasures, and now must hurry back to the castle. Watch out for the little dwarf. He's a bastard. Watch out for the sorcerer. He's an asshole. We're surrounded by bastards and assholes. Want to steal your shit and kill you, Graham. Get back. Watch out, it's that fucking dwarf again. Somebody kill that motherfucker, please. Don't fall in the moat. This sea monster will still like to eat you. Even though your pockets are filled with all kinds of metal shit. 143 out of 158 at this juncture. I don't think we're going to get the complete score here, but that's okay. That's not what these videos is about. I am in no way a perfectionist, as you can tell. More curious still, the courtyard is deserted. This is highly unusual. You begin to feel deeply disturbed. You can faintly hear the commotion in the king's chambers to the west. There's nothing to be done. Our king's melancholy is too much for his heart to bear. He's going to die for sure.
Sir Graham! He's returned!
Did he find the treasures? Shh! Shut the fuck up! Listen! Your Highness, I'm at your service.
Did you succeed in your quest?
I did, Your Majesty. Here as you commanded. The magic mirror, the magic shield, and the magic chesticle.
Oh, great! Ah, fuck! I'm afraid it's a little too late for me, but you have done superbly, my knight. As promised, the kingdom is yours. I know you will serve her well.
The king is dead. Shit, that sucks. Here you go. Here you go, Graham. Long live King Graham. And thus ended Sir Graham's great quest for the lost treasures of Daventry. Despite the loss of their beloved King Edward, who no one really gave a shit about, King Graham looked into the magic mirror and saw visions of adventures ahead, which you shall soon be playing or watching on my LP video.